Alright, welcome to part 2 of this tutorial. In this case I'm going to show you how to use paragraph styles to format what's inside of the article. So, paragraph styles, by default, OpenOffice will show you a list of styles that it comes with. And those same styles are actually available up in this menu here. And if you click More, that'll bring you over to the style bar. Now, in the case of this template that we're using, I've set up all kinds of styles that I want to use for the newspaper. To find those, you can list all of the styles, which lists every single style in OpenOffice. That's a little overwhelming. You can also go to just custom styles, which will show only the ones that you've created within a given document. So these are the ones that I've set up specially for newspaper use. So what do the styles do? They set up all of the formatting in a way that's nice and consistent, and that allows us later to change all the formatting at once. So if something in the document is in the headline style, say, it will look the same as everything else in the headline style. And if later I change that style, I can have that change propagate out to all of those things. So I'm going to say, all right, let's do a regular headline over here. Man eats worm. And after the headline, we're going to want our byline. The byline is where we say who the thing's by. And once we get into the byline, all the styles are going to flow automatically. So I'm going to say by Joe Schmo, and now when I type return, it goes to the first paragraph style. You'll see it here and here. And here I will say, once upon a time, there was a very large worm. Beautiful. So now there's my paragraph. When I hit return now, I get the second paragraph. The difference is the first paragraphs are not indented in anything published. The second paragraph is indented, so no indentation, and here's an indentation. And, the worm was very slippery and delicious. And now we'll paste some more things there. Okay, beautiful. So these are the ways that styles work. Now, one thing you may just notice, when I hit paste here, it obliterated my style. It put it back into first paragraph style, which is what I'd copied earlier. So I have to double click Para to get the to get the style back. If you want to paste a lot of content in from another document, let's say you had some huge amount of content, but you don't want to mess up your styles, which we don't, you want to choose Paste Special, or you can type Control-Shift-V or Command-Shift-V on a Mac, and then you have a choice as to what you want to paste, and we want to paste unformatted text. So that will automatically make sure that our text is not, our formatting is not getting brought in and messing up our style information for the newspaper. Notice a few things the newspaper style does. In addition to indenting these later paragraphs, the style also automatically justifies, which occasionally means hyphenating, but it's going to justify to make these nice even blocks of text, which is what newspapers should look like. Alright, now if we're in the middle of something, if we're in a frame that takes up more than one column, we don't want the headline to just go across the first column, which is what would happen by default. This headline looks bad. We want the headline to go across all three columns. So how do we do that? We're actually going to insert another frame. So instead of using the headline style inside of here, we're going to say insert frame. Again, the frames always come up as a little tiny green blob. OpenOffice moved over to the frames formatting tab, which was nice of it. And I'm going to choose headline. Now that headline is a frame style I set up. It automatically will go to the top of the text area, and it will automatically spread out across the full text area. So now if I click inside of the headline frame and I choose the headline style, big news happens tonight. Beautiful. Now my headline is there. That's a big giant top of the front page kind of headline. Alright, and now I've got my byline, and I can say by Randy Shue, and I get my first paragraph that there was big news at the fair. Alright. And notice again how annoying it is that the by default you get the style information included. So here's my second article. All right, and notice we are allowed to make the article bigger than the frame. All right. So that is how we use text styles. In the next video, I'll show you how to link different frames.